unto thee, O Israel. You have sinned a great sin in the sight of God. You are not worthy to receive these 10 commandments.
We're gathered against you, Moses. You take too much upon yourself. We will not live by your commandments. We're free.
There is no freedom without the law.
Whose law, Moses? Yours? Did you carve those tablets to become a prince over us?
Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come to me.
You have cursed us.
And the people made me do it.
Joshua!
He showed you no land flowing with milk and honey. I show you a God of gold. Come with me. Follow me.
Blasphemers, idolaters, for this you shall drink bitter waters. God has set before you this day his laws of life and good and death and evil. Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
What's up, baby?
Oh, what's up, man?
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling energized.
Hell yeah.
About a half a pot of coffee in now.
Dude, I love coffee.
You need it. Some late night coffee get you ready to podcast.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Hell yeah. Well,
how you feeling, man?
Dude, I'm good, man. It's been a long week. But I've had a bunch of headaches. I did get a new chair though to podcast in. And I'm feeling real good. It's got a little lumbar support back here. It looks like I'm in a race car.
Yeah, you really do have a nice angular kind of fast look now.
I know, dude. I look like I could just zoom.
You're Ford versus Ferrari over here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is the Tome of Chaos. It's a podcast where we crowdsource a religion that doesn't suck, steal the greatest hits and all that. And, well, first off, I had a question come through.
Oh, shit.
So the question asker wanted to know whether if we pray still, and if we do, what do we pray to?
Damn, that's a good question. I'll start by saying I do find myself praying sometimes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I guess the other half of it is I don't think I'm praying to the same God I used to be praying to.
Okay.
But I really enjoy like inner dialogue, like thinking things through in kind of a conversational way.
Yeah.
It helps me like frame my thoughts well.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I kind of like at whatever I'm feeling that day, I kind of like put my energy towards that. Like if I'm feeling like we're all connected and like kind of humanity is kind of its own God, I'll kind of I'll push it that way. If I feel like there's just some kind of like nebulous force, I'll kind of throw it up that way. And some days I'm just like, hey man, if there is something there, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Have you found like comfort in that?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I think like for me, it's always comforting to believe that there's something bigger, whether that's like some kind of God that has like a good plan that we can't understand, or if that's like some kind of quantum energy that's like within all of us and actually connects us all as some like super organism.
Yeah.
Either way, that like is a huge comfort to me. It bums me out to think that like we're just a bunch of kind of like firing neurons reacting to the Big Bang. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that sounds rad. I don't pray anymore at all. No, to like, not to anything. I think that my prayer life was like ruined pretty heavy by God, like, and it was like, yeah, you just don't fucking listen. So why would anything else listen kind of thing? I think that I find myself constantly just being like, you know what, whatever, chaos is going to decide, like I'm going to do this thing and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So I think my relationship with the higher being is very based on just like whatever you're going to do, I'm just going to bob and weave through it wherever I need to be.
Sure. And I think that's cool. Yeah. I think the element that I think would be cool to think about is like, maybe your God is people, you know what I mean? Maybe you're God. Because recognizing the changing, like the ability to change the world and each other's lives is actually pretty cool. Like we have a lot more power than we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wealthy people that benefit from us not believing that we have that power.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think that that's something I've been thinking about a lot is how religion was kind of used in a really negative way to make people to take control out of people's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like for a long time the richest people in the world loved religion, and it was because like why not? They're over here doing their God thing and I'm just making money,
Right.
So yeah, I think that's right on. This week we are going to talk about the 10 Commandments.
Oh yeah, you played that wild clip at the beginning.
Yes, from the aptly named movie, The 10 Commandments.
I've never seen that one.
It was made in 1956.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Watching the clip is insane. Like, it's just really, it's like, why is that dude wearing a wall of facial hair? Like, it's just everything is like so cartoonish,
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about this recently that the Bible has the 10 Commandments, and I've been thinking about the tome deeper as a religion. So we need like the 10 suggestions.
Yeah, the 10 soft nudges.
Yeah, 10 soft nudges. Cool 10 things.
10 recommendations.
Yeah, this is Toma Chaos's BuzzFeed-esque top 10 things to do before you die.
The listicle, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that, I don't know. I just think that if we're going to keep going as a religion, I'm just going to take whatever the Bible says and try and figure it out for the tome.
Hey, it's worked really well for the Bible.
Yeah.
Those 10 commandments are in our they're all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, people still quote those fucking things like they're the most important thing in the Bible, which is also kind of crazy because there weren't just 10 commandments. Like, it was like, that's what you started with, homie. And then you just kept taking away freedoms.
Well, it's interesting too, because there's also the passage later where Christ is like, do this one thing, and in that you fulfill all the commandments.
Yeah, for sure. Was that the love thy neighbor?
Yeah, it was like, love your neighbor as yourself.
Yeah.
Which I think is rad. I think that shit is cool. I just wish the rest of the Bible kind of kept with that energy.
Yeah, because it only keeps with that energy for that verse.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it changes pretty quickly after.
Uh-huh.
Well, and the reason I thought about this is after your morality episode, I was like, God damn, like, I don't even know if God has held to all of these commandments himself.
I mean, for sure not, right?
Yeah, like, don't kill. Yeah, like, you know.
He's smoking people left and right, dude.
Smokes motherfuckers, dude.
What was that, like fucking Sodom and Gomorrah? Homies looking back and people are just turning into pillars of salt.
Yeah, to blow away in the desert and shit.
Yeah, he's destroying people left and right.
Yeah, like ruining them.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, so I think that it's time to, like, I don't know, add some shit to the tome that's not just a verse. Just some things that I think that you and I can talk through. My plan was I would just read one of the commandments. Mm-hmm. We would talk about that commandment. And then we'll just make up our own.
Okay.
Maybe based on that commandment a little bit, what we would change, you know?
Sure.
And then, yeah, just work our way through it. So you're getting a list episode. That's what's happening.
Oh, shit. Next, we'll be doing tier lists. And then I don't know what comes after that.
We should do a tier list of the sexiest disciples.
I don't even know all the disciples, dude. I'm not that good of an ex-Christian.
We should, yeah, dude. I'm going to make a tier list of the sexiest disciples.
I think that'd be fun.
Somewhere. Hell yeah, dude. So you want to dive into this?
Yeah, let's get it started.
Okay. Commandment 1. I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Well, we can't really use that one. We can't just take it verbatim.
No, we can't. And also, I find it very weird that God also totally, like, he allows the presence of other gods.
Well, he has to. Like, this is Christianity, or I guess not Christianity. Is this in the Torah, or is this in the Christian Bible?
The Torah is the first 8 books, right?
I don't fucking know. I think
so. This is, I think that, well, there's two places. There's Exodus, where it's talked about, and then Deuteronomy.
Okay.
Which are probably both in the Torah.
Yeah, I believe so. So this goes all the way back.
Mark Williams will let us know.
Which this is like, so I think from my understanding, I've been listening to that book Sapiens. I can't stop talking about it.
God, dude, I need to listen because I want to talk to you about it.
It's so fucking good. He was talking about, and I know there's like, I'm sure there's experts in all the fields that he touches on that say like, here's the problem with this part. It's at least an interesting broad view of a lot of different topics. If some things are wrong, you know, we'll look into that. But he was talking about like kind of the evolution of religion and how you started with these regional polytheist ideas.
Yeah.
Like at first it was all like, these are the gods of this land.
Yeah.
And then once they realized like, well, that then our influence and what's right and wrong only extends so far.
Yeah.
So then they created a dualist kind of, that's when a bunch of dualists, like there's a good God and an evil God, a bunch of those start coming up.
Yeah.
And then it moves to like this monotheist model that we see in like Christianity, Judaism, shit like that.
Yeah, that was the first monotheistic religion, yes?
So I don't know if it was the first, but it might be. And it's coming in to this arena of all these multi-theist regional belief systems. So it kind of needs to acknowledge that like the surrounding people might not recognize that there's one God. You know, they'll say we have our gods, and it would be culturally weird to say like, you know, I'm the one true God and not mention all that other stuff.
It's why he waits till the New Testament to whip that out. That was like, it was like a 2-tier marketing strategy. It's like don't put any gods before me, and then like Jesus is born and he's like, my dad's the only God. My dad will beat up your dad. Try me. I hate this verse. Like when I read this commandment, I get real pissed because it just shows like this kind of weird childishness to God. Like first commandment when you're talking to people is like, I am the Lord.
Right.
I am your God. Don't get all them other gods out of here.
Well, if you're thinking about it as a system of control, it has to be that, right? Like now you have the one true God that rules over all domains. And now you can say whatever's in this book is not only true for this region and these people, it's true for everyone across the entire globe.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what makes that verse so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, control the masses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do we replace that with? What's the tome stand for, dude?
I'm trying to think. I guess we don't believe in a specific God, so we can't say anything like that.
I honestly, if I believed in any gods, it's like when we started this, it was like, I believe in chaos, and we're just learning to bounce through that. So even if there were a bunch of gods, I feel like behind the scenes is just as chaotic as just as chaotic as the life we lead, you know? So
I think for me, it's like you can have any gods before us, but keep true to the tome.
Yeah, I feel that.
Go ahead and worship whatever god you want, but as long as you're on Earth, let's keep it tomey.
Yeah. I think that one of our suggestions, it could be like, worship any god you want, but don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be a dick about it.
Like, actually, here's what I would say. Worship whatever God you want, but care for people more than you care about that God.
Sure.
You know, I think that that's the tome.
Or just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, keep that shit to yourself. Worship your God.
If nobody asks, don't say anything.
Yeah, if you love God if you love your God more than you love people, you might be in bed with the wrong God.
You might be a redneck.
You might be a redneck. Fucking Jesus Foxworthy over here. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
We smoked that one. Crushed it,
dude. Hell yeah. It's one of those. It's one of those ones we listed off. Take whichever one fits for you.
We've got like Commandment 1A, Commandment 1B, and Commandment 1C.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right, this one's a hard one, Walter. You ready for it?
Yeah, dude.
Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images.
Make unto thee any graven images?
Yeah, dude.
I've never even heard this one before.
So graven images would be like idols and shit like that.
Okay, is there like a more common translation of this? Because I feel like I've never heard this in my life.
An object of worship carved usually from wood or stone. It's just an idol.
Okay.
Do not make any idols for yourself.
Didn't he already cover this in the first one?
Pretty much. That's what I'm saying, is that I think there's only 4 actual commandments to people. Most of the 10 commandments are just like, I'm God. Fuck you. I'm God.
Well, I don't fuck with this one already. I kind of like, if people want to have trinkets, I think that's like a graven image. I'm picturing like a little totem or
yeah, for sure. Some
kind of nice stone you keep in your pocket
that makes you feel comfortable.
You keep some rose quartz around.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think this one's got to go.
Yeah, I think that we scratch it right from the record, especially because what the fuck is a cross about then? Homie, you made your own. You knew you were going to make something a graven image.
But that's probably like all the patriots who wear like American flag shorts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When it's like
it's in some shit where it's like
it's
the flag is never supposed to be used on like clothing.
You're not even supposed to print it.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to print it. You're not supposed to put it on clothes. You shouldn't be able to buy an American flag unless you have like a fucking huge flagpole and shit like that. Like every 4th of July, people just break a bunch of laws.
Right. It's probably that kind of thing with the cross, don't you think?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's super weird. It's like walking around with a fucking electric chair tattooed on your arm. You know what I mean?
Better yet, a guillotine.
Yeah.
Which I might actually be on board with that one.
Dude, if you're gonna use any graven images, make it guillotines, dude. Can we so I don't know. I don't even know how to change this one. I just want to say like I think if we drop the let's say thou shalt make unto as many graven images as you'd like.
Yeah, dude. If a trinket gives you power, hold on to that trinket.
Fucking A, dude. Like, why would you get rid of that shit?
No, keep your knickknacks.
That's one of those things that, like, in that, you know why I played that clip, dude. Because 20 years ago, I would watch that and I'm like, man, fuck that dude who made that golden statue. What a fucking dick. But what he said was, he was like, what are these? Your commandments to enslave us? We are free. And it was the first time that those motherfuckers were free. Legitimately free. Like maybe they were wandering the desert, but they were slaves. And then they were fucking just free. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm going to fucking throw these tablets at you if you don't fucking follow God, this dude who like not many people know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you have to follow him and we'll get you to the land of milk and honey. But the fucking thing is like that dude was like, dude, we're free now. Why do we have to follow this guy's laws?
Yeah.
You know? Let me make a golden fucking idol.
For sure.
Like, god damn, I'm eating this fucking shitty bread that falls from the sky. But we got loads of gold over here. Like, can we just walk to the edge of the desert and buy some clothes and shit? Like,
true.
So yeah, I think that you should be allowed to have as many fucking idols as you want, and also listen to the band Idols. It's spelled different, but they're rad.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Let's say here we go. Number 3. Do not take the name of God in vain.
I remember this one.
Yeah.
This is a popular one. This is why you got people out here saying gosh darn and
yeah.
dang gummit.
Dang gummit. This is why people talk like idiots. This one.
Because they all want to say God damn it, but they're like too scared.
They'll just switch it out. Yeah, dude. I don't even know. How do you handle this one, Walter?
I mean, say whatever you want.
Yeah. Be free.
Yeah. Say the Lord's name in vain.
As much as you want.
You can profane the name of the tome as well if you would like to. If you want to say like David.
Yeah, if you want to say like if you want to say Dave fuck, you know. Yeah. You could say that all day. Dude, what if somebody started making Oh my god, what if somebody started making idols of us? That would be fucking sick.
That would be pretty tight.
I would love a little mini idol of me.
Dude, a little Buddha version of me. I already got the big earlobes.
Dude, a little wooden like fucking Buddha you and Buddha me.
Oh, so cute.
Oh my god, and put them on some of those like monk beads and shit.
Uh-huh.
God. That's sick, dude. I would
Dude,
fucking eat that up. We
Get
need to
into
make
some merch
those.
ideas,
I know, dude. Laying down the Buddha is. Hell yeah. Actually, so this one I'm kind of about right here. Number 4 on the list. Remember the Sabbath day. Keep it holy.
Oh, dude, the rest day for sure.
Yeah. So the only thing I would change is like the keep it holy part.
Keep it dank.
Keep it dank. I think that this one we should change out, and it should just be like take more Sabbath days.
Yeah.
Every day should be a Sabbath. I'm about that life. Every day should be a Sabbath.
For sure. Yeah, that's fuck it. Keep every day Sabbath.
Yeah, keep every day Sabbath.
Remember to work once a week.
Dude, that's it.
Yeah.
Number 4 for the Tome's 10 suggestions is, hey, just remember to work once a week.
Yeah. Just do your part a little bit.
Do your job one time a week. You can even spread that out, you know. You could do like an hour a day or something like that, you know. Just remember that you gotta pay bills and shit.
Yeah, but take it easy.
Yeah, as easy as you possibly can. I really want people to just do the amount of work that like keeps your job.
do the amount of work that you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, some people like their work, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And if you do, fucking work as much as you want. In that case, actually, maybe reverse it and then remember to take a Sabbath, because you might forget that you need to chill, bro.
Yeah, you need to work on your fucking mind. You need to pop some medicine, fucking lay back, chill out, you know? Yeah, dude, I'm down with that. This one's a fluctuating one. If you find that you work too hard, remember the Sabbath. You know, if you like that hard work, you like putting in 12 hours, remember the Sabbath.
If you're like us, remember to work.
Yeah, for all those other normies out there, like me and Walter, just remember that you got a job and try and make it there when you can.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. This one I fucking hate. This might be the worst one. Honor thy father and mother.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, we already know where I stand with my pops.
Yeah. Me too, dude.
Yeah.
Look, here's my problem with this one too in the Bible. It's like, I mean, we know from our church background that they don't fucking uphold this one at all, dude.
Well, even Christ says, like, fuck your mom and dad, come follow me.
Yeah,
that's like an exact verse from him at one point.
I didn't come for you to fucking like build relationships. This shit'll break relationships, you know?
For sure.
So, I'm not going to tell anybody to fucking honor their mother and father in this day of our Lord 2021. I think that if your family's cool, like, you know, just respect them because they're people.
Yeah.
You know?
How about honor your children, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Ever think about that one, you fucking assholes? Just like respect us a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and dude, here's the fucking thing, man. If you were to flip it like that, your kids would be cooler. Like, you know, like, yeah, honor your children. I love that.
Yeah, there's so many studies that are just like, just talk to your kids like they're people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it like does so much for them.
Yeah. I mean, I've had that conversation with Dre a few times here. It's like, look, dude, I don't need you to respect me because I'm your fucking parent or anything. Like, really, all I want is like you to treat me like a person who cares about you, because I do. You know, like you can see the ways I've cared about you. You know, like, and I want to respect you in that same way because I know you care about me, you know?
For sure.
So yeah, man, fuck that. We'll scratch that one right off and fucking honor your children. I think that's a good verse, man.
Yeah.
Hell
don't fucking give them PTSD and shit like that.
Yeah, dude. Or fucking, dude, shame. God, I have so much shame because of my fucking parents. And that goes for God too. Like he calls himself a father. Like I'm good on that. I'm not honoring you either.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here's the big one, Walter. The number one. What do you think it is?
I'm guessing it's thou shalt not yeet.
Thou shalt not run a lick.
Run a lick, hit a stain.
Thou shalt not kill, dude.
Yeah.
Where do we stand with this?
I was actually, this was the first one I thought of when you brought this up. Because I'm like, yeah, I mean, generally, don't kill people.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I think our culture has more like violent tendencies because of the Bible, despite this verse. But I think this verse is cool. I think the idea of like redemption is a beautiful thing. Like,
yeah,
anytime you hear some story about some kid, there's this beautiful story. I forget like the exact details, but essentially this like woman took in her son's murderer after he got out of prison. Jeez. And like gave him a fucking chance at life. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude.
Because like, you know, if he didn't have anyone, the reason he killed is because he had no one who cared about him. You know, he was in a gang. He had to do some initiation shit. He killed this other kid, goes to jail. He gets out. The kid's mom takes him in, pays for his education, gives him a place to stay, feeds him, all that shit. And is like, you know what I did is I killed the kid who killed my son.
Ah, shit.
Dude, it's fucking real raw shit. And I think
that's
that like
so fucking raw, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actual grace.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's actual love. So
I think we might fuck with this one, man. Thou shalt not kill.
Yeah, I have a hard time with it on a level of like, I think that if you take it as what it is that thou shalt not kill for any reason, you know, clearly like God went back on his own commandment, you know, like capital punishment is fucking crazy. It's like,
yeah, it's fucked.
Just killing the killers. I just watched, I watched 2 videos on capital punishment today. And it all blew my fucking mind. One was the newest philosophy tube came out.
I haven't watched that one
yet.
yet.
My God. She does a fucking incredible job on it. It's great. And then you told me about the Sean one. And I watched that. And it's like, yeah, I don't even think you should kill bad people. You know, like, who are you to do that? Like, one of the points that philosophy tube, I can't remember her name.
Abigail
Thorne, right?
Yep.
So Abigail brings up this point where she's like, we have done so many fucking weird things with the death penalty that it almost becomes a joke. Like, the more we like research how to do it, the more it becomes a fucking joke. Like, different states have their laws different counties have their state different, you know. It's like, you know, and they just like, I mean, in Britain at one point they were talking about like death penalty's cool, but not for women. You can't kill women.
Right.
And they're like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, if you're just willing, we just keep chipping away at this, and the more we chip away at it, the worse it is, you know? And I mean, I think it's brutal. I think that when you ask yourself the deepest questions, and she brought that up, was like, you know, people who victimized Jewish people during the Holocaust probably deserved to die, right? But one of the things she said is it's like life and death is a God level thing, not a state level thing.
Yeah.
Let God sort those fuckers out. You know what I mean? The only thing we are supposed to do is protect the state, you know? So I think as I've looked at this one commandment, I think that I'm all about leaving it in as long as like And not because I thought God got it right. I just think he's a hypocrite.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely is. But also, like, obviously in self-defense, that's a different story. And like, abusive situations.
Yeah, for sure.
There's definitely situations where murder is justifiable, but for the most part, don't kill anyone.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, dude. Number 7. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Adultery, baby.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, pretty much, right? Like, there's no, like, adultery. I want to be clear here. In the act of, like, if you are in a committed relationship, that one of the agreements within that relationship is commitment sexually to each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't violate that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you can't have an open relationship or whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm just saying if it is in this context of committed monogamy, don't betray your promise.
Yeah, don't betray your spouse. And I think that you can get really stuck in the mud in some of this stuff. I almost want to strike this one and just like, it's like, hey, like, just have cool sex and don't hurt people doing it.
Yeah, respect your partners.
Yeah, I think the tome is like, respect your partners, have cool sex, don't hurt people doing it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's where I stand on that. Because I think that what ends up happening as we go down this list, we're going to get to one where it's like, it's fucked up. And it's like, I mean, when God had this written down, it was like men could commit adultery all they wanted, but women couldn't, like,
yeah.
So.
I think my thing is just like respect your partner and your commitment to them.
Yeah,
that's
for
all.
Sure.
Like, don't betray your partner's trust.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down with that.
And that doesn't have to just be adultery. Like, there's plenty of ways you can fucking do that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm down. Number 8, thou shalt not steal.
See, this one.
See, dude, we might differ on this one.
I don't know if we do. Maybe.
I say steal everything in sight. If it's not boarded down, like, just don't steal from people. If it's not nailed down, take that shit. But don't steal from people.
Steal, but don't steal from people.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that. I think my thing is like, it's too convoluted of an issue for there really to be like if you need to steal to live, steal.
Yeah,
you know what
fucking
I mean?
A, dude. Have you ever seen that? Did you ever watch The Simpsons when you were a kid?
Yeah.
My favorite Simpsons episode is when Bart starts working for the mobsters, and Fat Tony says to him, he's like, "Listen to me, Bart. What if your family was poor? Would you steal a loaf of bread?" He's like, "Damn right I would." And he's like, "Okay, and what if you had a real big family? Would you steal a truckload of bread?" And he's like, "Hell yeah." And he's like, "And now what if your family didn't like bread, Bart? They like cigarettes. Would you steal a truckload of cigarettes for your family, Bart?" And he's like, I guess. And he's like,
yeah.
"And then what if you charged your family a reasonable price for those cigarettes you stole?" It's just like, yeah, that sounds good, I guess. I'm a big fan of like, what this should be is like, steal all you want. Don't steal from people who can't afford to fucking lose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like if you reason it out, you can see when it's just and unjust to steal, right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
There's definitely an argument that profit is theft, right? Like that's a very common leftist take. Is
profit is theft, dude.
Mm-hmm. And like, in that situation, we're all saying, yeah, you're stealing and stealing is wrong. So I think that there's like an element of like when there is unfairness visited upon you, then it feels like, yeah, you can steal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you have no other choice, obviously you're going to steal. I think in an ideal society, we wouldn't have to do that.
What if we just strike number 8 and just put eat the rich?
I like that one. That's a fun one.
There we go, dude. Just strike it, eat the rich. Like, just take whatever you need to do to eat the rich. Hell yeah.
Survive.
What about don't lie? Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor.
How do you feel about that one?
I mean, I think lying is a weird thing.
Okay.
I think truth is like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, what's truth, right? Like, it's just kind of, is it objective or subjective?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know. I think it's shitty to lie. I think that honestly, just be true to yourself, you know, like,
yeah,
like we don't need to add the neighbor shit into this. Like, just be true to your fucking self, right? Like,
it does kind of feel like a lot of the time lying, it only ends up harming you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that why do people lie? Like, that's the thing is like, we don't need to solve the lying. We need to solve why people do it.
It's
right?
like short-term shit, right? Like generally it's like an easy way out of a situation.
Yeah.
In some situations that's like how they fucking, you know, the propaganda of our political climate, all the lies about the origins of this country and, you know, shit like that. It's a powerful thing. So I think like one, be honest, because being honest, I think is a better way to live. Like, I mean, you know how many people say like, oh, I was living a lie. Mm-hmm. I was in pain because of this. It's like, yeah, be honest, because I think it's better for you. But if at the end of the day, if your homie shows you a song and you don't like it that much, you can also just say like, hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That doesn't hurt nobody, right?
Yeah. Right. Like, you don't have to be like, this fucking sucks, dude. Why did you show this to me?
Yeah. If your homie's like, look at this thing I made, and you're like, oh, that's terrible. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't even mean that. I mean, like, your homie's like, man, I found out about this band. They're super good. I don't know if they're called Imagine Dragons. You can just be like, oh, all right, man.
I really, dude, this band Tool fucking rips. Just like, absolutely not.
You can let them have that joy, though. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. I think that's a big thing of being like, it's just not for me. You know what I mean? Like,
it is a lie, though, to say that it's not bad. If they're like, is it good or bad? And you say, it's good.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm saying. It's easier to just be like, yo, homie, it's not for me. You know?
Just avoid the yes or no.
Yeah, dude, just avoid. When in doubt, don't answer the question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I think that more than anything, be true with yourself. I think that a lot of lying comes in when you're like, you're afraid, you know, you're ashamed. I mean, even the lies of this country are because people are ashamed of the past. And it's like, yo, dude, like every country's fucked up. You know, like it's okay to be like, hey, we fucked up. You lying and making it seem like it's better is just doing more harm, you know?
Right.
So I think that being true to yourself and being willing to like, this is who I am, you know, like I think is 100% relevant of like, this is who I am. If you don't dig it, you can fucking move on, you know, like whatever. So, hell yeah. And then this is number 10.
Oh, the ultimate.
So when you look this up, oftentimes it says, thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's goods. Covet thy neighbor's goods.
Okay.
Which is, I guess what God meant on this this thing. But the hard part is what God like actually says to not covet. And it's like the neighbor's wife.
Okay. This is different than don't commit adultery.
Yeah, so it's like don't covet your neighbor's wife, don't covet your neighbor's like oxens or goods or house, like don't, and what's really weird is this commandment literally puts it as in like the male's household, including his wife,
right,
as a good and a service.
Right. Well, I mean, women were definitely viewed as possessions in the Bible and during this time. So sadly, that's true. But fucking maybe we should gender swap this one.
Yeah, I think there's that. I also think
wives don't covet your neighbor's. Not well, I guess we can't just gender swap it. It doesn't work that well.
No, dude. I think that the whole thing is about jealousy shit. Which honestly, I think jealousy is a weird thing. I think that, I want to live in a world where people don't have to look at their neighbor's shit and be like, damn, why didn't I get that? I don't.
Yeah.
I think I look at Jeff Bezos and I'm like, why is that motherfucker got more money than me? I work harder than that dude.
For sure.
So I don't know how to switch it. Maybe we just do 9. We do the 9 suggestions,
I mean, I don't think that jealousy's good, right? Like it's the grass is greener shit, right?
Yeah,
I feel like that's what it's really getting at.
Yeah. Trying to get there.
Yeah, like things look better and idealize. Like, don't idealize things is, I think, like the fucking realist part of this.
Yeah.
Like, don't expect that when you get that thing, it's going to be the thing that makes you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like recognize. Be grateful for what you have. Don't like fuck the neighbor and what they have and shit. Like, be grateful for what you have. Not to say that like we shouldn't focus on getting more for each other and making this a more fair and equitable society, but thankfulness and gratitude can go a long way to your own mental health and happiness.
Yeah, for sure. I dig that. I like don't idealize shit,
Yeah, dude. I mean, you see it so often, like people who like think about their exes, like their ex is like, man, if they were so great, it's like you guys split up for a reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like our brains do this trick where it's like, well, if this thing was different, if I had this thing, actually maybe this wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like you're idealizing things. Yeah. Be realistic. And be thankful for what you can be.
I think that one of the things is like, you shouldn't be wondering how much your neighbor has more than you. You should be wondering like if they have enough.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I think that's what you should be looking at is like fuck the whole thing, like restructure that of like, don't wonder how much is in your bowl. Wonder if they have enough in theirs.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I think that's a heavy tone stance, Really what I'm trying to do is like take things from the Bible and figure out what our stance is on them. That's what most of my episodes are about. Like, that I like, we got to figure out our stances on things if we're going to get that fucking tax cut for religions, So. Oh,
for sure. Yeah, so, we need like a uniform and all, like a couple buildings.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Some
rules.
Yeah, we need some fucking some suggestions. So, yeah, and I think that's a big one for me. I think that growing up in a poor household, and seeing other people have shit. Like, I think that I didn't have. I think that grew up into me like this. One, it made me a radical of like, why weren't my parents able to keep the lights on?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that what came from that too is like my parents kind of came away and they're like, we worked hard for everything we have. And it's like, you don't have much, like, but yeah, I think that a big tome stance would be like, let's just make sure that our neighbors have enough,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, if we all take care of each other, then, and theoretically, nobody's there's nothing to be jealous of.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Well, dude, that's it, man. We ran through it.
Dude, I like our list.
We fucking got a good list going. I don't remember what we said through it, but somebody will, and it's recorded forever.
Yep.
So
if you ever need to refer back to any of our stances, if you're ever like, should I lie? Just to rewind back a little bit, check it out, then you'll know.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hell yeah. Well, that's all I got. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And if you did, share it with one person. That would be rad. Share it with everyone in your life if you really liked it. And let people know that what we're doing is cool. And you can let us know that what we're doing is cool by giving us 5 stars or 5 sausages or whatever your app that you listen to allows you to rate podcast. And also, like, I would really love feedback just through email too. If you have a question for us, you can send it through Instagram, Twitter, email. It's all Tome of Chaos Podcast. Our email is that@gmail.com. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you all. Thanks for constantly listening with us and sticking with us as we figure out how to podcast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, you got anything else, Walter?
No.
Hell yeah. Well, we love you and we hope chaos walks with you this week.
Peace.
Peace out.